Do y'all see this? This young lady literally harasses pregnant women, straight took a baby out of another young lady's stomach, and then claimed it as her own. Took her to the hospital, and they took a test, and she didn't have no baby, and they called the police. Make that make sense. Let that soak in. I cannot make this up. Let's get into
Kentucky
it.
State Police. Hours earlier, Kathy entered a nearby hospital holding a newborn baby boy she claimed was hers. The umbilical cord was still attached to the baby. Remarkably, the newborn was healthy, despite being born 5 weeks early.
Oh my
When doctors
God.
examined Kathy, it was clear this was not her baby.
Really?
Hospital administrators immediately called police.
She went to the hospital.
Kathy
Lord,
was
have
twice
mercy.
divorced and lived with her 2 teenage children. She had recently told her family she was pregnant, despite not showing any physical signs. She later told her children she had miscarried.
She is so
Kathy
mental.
had also become friends through social media with 2 pregnant women, one of
See-
which was 21-year-old Jamie Stice.
See that?
On the morning Kathy arrived at the hospital carrying the baby, she told family members she intended to go shopping for baby clothes with Jamie. It never happened.
Wow.
Moments after Kathy is brought to the interrogation room, she makes a bizarre statement to herself.
Why did I have to buy that baby? I'm not stupid. I knew not to do it.
And then she told on herself, why you get in that interrogation room and then rat on yourself? You got to be like really mental, because you're not thinking ahead of what's the consequences is, and you're not thinking your actions at that moment. You just only doing what you need to do because you're greedy and want what you want, and not realizing the consequences until it sinks in that your life is over. Now, you like, I shouldn't have did it. Yeah, you shouldn't have did it. Of course. Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Captain Lisa Radzinski and another officer sit down with Kathy to get some answers.
I feel so stupid though, because I know it's illegal to buy a baby, okay? Okay?
No, don't beat yourself up, all right?
He said, don't beat yourself
I
up.
only gave it to me.
Kathy just claimed she purchased the baby with help from a woman named Ashley.
So you
When
can,
police
wait. So you can purchase babies like they on layaway. You can purchase babies like it, what? You could just purchase the baby like you selling food stamps. What? Make that make sense. I cannot make this up.
Speak to Kathy's family, none of them are familiar with Ashley. The captain tries to get some information about Ashley.
Have you been talking to her on the phone?
No. She made sure there was no phone conversation, so it couldn't be placed, no computer, anything. We just met over there at the parking lot.
Meanwhile, as police continue to
She
question
sound like
Kathy,
she
Jamie's mother
mental.
has reported her pregnant daughter missing. At this point, detectives Chad Wynn and Brad Stevenson take over the investigation to find out what happened to Jamie.
And I'll tell you something else. The doctor said there's no way she could have survived.
I didn't do
Oh,
it though.
There's no way she could have survived. But
No.
here's the deal, honey. You show up at the hospital with the baby. She's with you. That's the last time anybody ever saw her. We
See?
also know that Jamie was in the car with you.
do you know? You got to be really out of your mind to do something like that. It's like, how do you know how to cut the baby out? I'd be so scared I hurt the baby. What you use, what kind of knife, what kind of instrument? Like you're a doctor. You that guy, honey. You cannot bring no life in no world like that. Oh, my God. I just cannot imagine how she felt. Lord, I can't even.
Today, and you picked Jamie up at her house. Listen, we got eyewitnesses that saw Jamie get in the car with you.
Who?
The evidence clearly shows.
Yeah, we saw
that
it.
That's Jamie's baby, and also the evidence clearly shows that you're the one that took that baby from Jamie.
See?
Okay.
I didn't take that baby.
Now listen.
Oh,
now
yes, you
listen.
did. Stop telling the
Where did you
tale.
bring
Jamie got in the car with Ashley.
Jamie got in the car with Ashley. Did you plan this with Ashley?
No, I did not.
By now, Officer Wynn has heard about enough of Ashley.
I know it.
Is Ashley really you talking about
Yes,
yourself? There is no.
And that's our alter
Ashley.
ego.
Yes, there is an Ashley.
Really? There's an Ashley.
No,
Yes, there is an Ashley.
Where's Ashley?
she's trying to play psychotic.
You want me to tell you where Jamie is?
Yes.
I don't know.
After Kathy grabs the officer's recorder, police decide to change tactics. Because she's claiming to have a split personality, a second team of officers direct their questions not at Kathy, but at Ashley. And it gets
Wow.
results.
She got to be mental to give results.
No, I do.
I know you do.
But who's going in for it?
Both of you. If you care about Kathy and you want to see her get some help, listen.
I don't care.
I didn't ask you if you cared.
I had everybody fooled.
Yeah, except for me.
Right.
Figure it out. How?
Kathy told me.
No, she didn't.
She did.
You thought?
She did.
She don't want nobody to know.
Tell us where.
Kathy would not. Damn. Y'all are paying me for stupid.
I ain't playing you for stupid. Kathy is a lying that told on you.
No, she
After
ain't.
hours of questioning, Kathy, or perhaps Ashley, reaches her breaking point.
And it's just so sad. The girl was only 21 years old, literally about to take care of her first baby. She didn't even get to see what the baby looked like, what the baby smelled like, kiss the baby feet, kiss the baby toes, first graduation, first pictures, first this and first that. Just that don't make sense. You just can't do people like that.
Y'all stole pissing me off.
Scream now.
Police decide to end the interrogation.
Yep.
Place Kathy under
Arrest. There you go.
The next day, Jamie's body was discovered in a wooded area.
Oh.
Her wrists had been bound and her throat slit.
Oh.
Kathy later admitted using a stun gun to subdue Jamie before killing her and removing the baby.
Oh.
According to police, Kathy had a history of harassing pregnant women and faking her own pregnancy.
Mental.
And you are going to prison.
Yep. You going to prison. Yep. Get up out of here. Bye-bye.
Kathy Coy was charged with murder, kidnapping, and tampering with physical evidence. To avoid the death penalty, she pled guilty but mentally ill. She was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole.
I would not let her play mental because she knew what she was doing. Just please pray for these people and their mental state because they can do some devilish stuff. Lord. Okay, now that's it. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you think down at the bottom. And that's it. I see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you guys.